Alright, let's start with some basics of the system. Right now, the video, when you do video through video, it looks shitty. This is HD, it just looks shitty. This is the base station that I cannot focus on. As you can see, it's sitting on the floor, there's a stand for it. Here's the screen that has the real-time video display, some other things, letting you know Wi-Fi is turned off, some things like that. Just the mode that it's in. See, that's 1080p, 30 frames a second, batteries charging, blah, 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 stuff like that. Here's your laptop over here, your power settings, that's on the base station. Now you'll notice here, though, that I've got a different controller than the one that I use to actually fly this thing when you're doing manual control. This is the separate joystick for the camera. See how I press back on this? Goes up, down, I can control tilt, and all that. So you can also do it very slowly if you want to. Here's what it looks like on the screen. See, I'm sitting down over here. If I want to look up, look down. Now, while being able to control this, it still will do the auto stabilization. Let's say it gets a little tilted, you want to tilt it, or you're heading in a direction where the G-force's gravity is saying like down is a different direction. Okay, it will do that. So this is, again, the control for the person. Oh, look at my crack. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is disgusting. I bet you there's like a little curly hair just whoop, 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 sticking right up there. Gross. So this is the base station. That is for the person doing the filming, Jesse. I guess that will be you while another person is flying using the Google Maps software. You just click a point on the laptop or just even on a smartphone or tablet. Let's go over some of the stuff on the drone itself. HD camera, obviously, GoPro. We've got the white lights in front here. Think of them like headlights. That's always facing forward. Red lights is starboard. Green lights are port, right and left, if you will, from the back, which is standard on airplanes. Blue is in the rear. This is your flashing status light. Right now it is telling me it does not have GPS lock. The reason it does not have GPS lock is because we're inside. That is connected, of course, to the main autopilot unit here, NASA MV2. Latest firmware on that, and I threw a couple little goodies on that of my own. So what you've also got with that GPS sensor and also the compass, the magnetometer. So you can put on intelligent orientation control where no matter which way this thing is spinning, normally if you hit forward, it will tilt and move forward like that, right? This way, intelligent orientation control, let's say if you turn that on, even if you're spinning like that to get video, if you hit forward, it would still go that way instead of going, forward as it's pointed. This is a power distribution unit, basically, and monitoring system. I've got over here 3 separate receivers. Top receiver is for moving the camera around, articulation, and for changing modes of flight in an emergency. Second is a switch that will switch in an emergency or manual control. Bottom is the receiver for just doing manual control. The autopilot unit itself will fly to specified waypoints you can set up from just Google Maps. You click a spot on just the Earth somewhere, it will fly there. It will send you video of it as it flies there, and real-time data showing you the speed, altitude, heading, GPS, blah, 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 everything. And you're watching on a real-time satellite feed. Here's your battery here. We've got a few other things going on. Here is the power distribution board, which still has to be hidden. Low-pass filter, I've got set for 1500. That is a good thing, trust me. That will clean up any interference you might get from either if somebody was even trying to do something on purpose, which hopefully nobody would, or it just unintended interference. It will catch that. Here is your cloverleaf antenna, 3 lobes on your transmitter always. That is sending the video signal. Video transmitter is under here right now. I've got it on channel 9. That's at 1280 megahertz. Now we're going to start to get a little more complicated. This here is your data link module with your 2 antennas coming off the bottom. The data link module does, of course, go into the autopilot thing. Now what that does is a lot of times your autopilot, you could, let's say, update, by just plugging in or something like that, well, this is going to allow you to do that real time while it's already in the air and getting all that good data you want, battery life, where it's at, stuff like that. Let's go through the ground station a little more. Now, coming from the ground station, we've got the cable going up here to, you'll see this tripod that actually can go about 20 feet high if you want to fully extend it. 2 cloverleaf antennas, 4 lobes on the receivers. We've got 2 video receivers inside of the box. Let me move that so you can see those. And then they go to this diversity board over here. What it's going to do is use these 2 antennas and these 2 receivers and say, okay, which video signal is the strongest? Automatically switch to that one, and you'll never see it switch, and then send that output to our screen over there. You'll also notice I have this link here, which is, of course, the other antenna sticking out of the bottom, and that is for our data connection. That will send all that good data we want back and forth over the internet or just straight to the thing, and this is IP type data. There's the USB cable for that, but I've of course got all that now to where that just goes into this one single cord that goes from the base station side to there, so that it's all portable and you're not plugging in a bunch of cables. You plug in one cable. So in a nutshell, that's how everything is working. Video is transmitting while it does its thing, and you know, it will still, as you can see, even though I will tilt this thing like that, look at the video when I do that. See how smooth it is? Even though I have it unfortunately tilted already. I did that with the remote control. That is the beauty of this brushless gimbal. It does that so smoothly, you'll never even realize it. So that is a little more detail on the drone. I am going to get this last flight in. I will show you the mapping software later. That is going to take about a good half an hour to show you how to use autopilot, but we do have 1-click takeoff, 1-click return to home, and also just the oh shit. Even if you're not sure what you should do, I have set it up to where it will take control and automatically return to home and land with no interaction from you. Even if you just dropped the controller, you were struck by lightning or something, it will take care of it. So let's not rely on that though, but it does have, literally it is smarter than me. So there you go. We'll do the much longer video on the software later. Hope you like.